Hello, YouTube. Welcome to another Unpacking the Diecast Insanity. Lots and lots of Greenlight, some Johnny Lightning, and others, but let's go ahead and jump right into them. First up is a Ford Taurus SHO, and this is a pretty hard to get one, pretty rare. Does have lensed headlights and taillights, but they're completely black. Just a really awesome car. Detailed exhaust. Looks like it's from 2012. Next we got a Greenlight Dodge Charger. Or Challenger SRT 8 2012. Really well done casting. We got some pretty rare Greenlight, and I unwrapped like the first row because I have them all wrapped in tissue paper, so I don't know how many rows we'll get through. It seems like my phone will only let me record a 33-minute video and then it shuts it off. Or it doesn't shut it off, it keeps recording, but it starts a new recording. I don't know, it's weird. I tried going in settings and adjusting it, and there is an adjustment for it in settings, but it says that there ain't no limit on it, so kind of weird. Next we have a Dodge Charger RT 2017 in orange. Lens tail lights. This is a casting I do love from Greenlight. They did a hell of a job on this casting. They got painted detail on top of lens detail for headlights, and painted detail on top of the lens tail light. Flat black roof. We have a Chrysler 300. This is from 2013. Does have a plastic base, but rubber tires. So very well detailed lensed headlights with paint detail. Painted tail lights. Really cool casting though. I love these American castings. That's the majority of my collection are American car manufacturers and American castings, cars that are sold in America. This is a really heavy car. This is pretty low number, 264, but it is a Dodge Challenger 2011. Looks like it came out in 2013. Very well done. I think that's die-cast the fin. But they did a huge lens tail light. And lensed headlights. Metal base. Very heavy casting. And we have a Dodge Charger 2008. Has a, shoot, as I drop it. I don't think I chipped it. But it has a green post, so it's a early Greenlight. I'm not a huge Chrysler fan, but in diecast I love it. And this one can be a harder one to come by. I found it at a flea market. It was open, but the package was yellowed, so I didn't feel bad opening it. And we have another 2010 Dodge Charger. This one looks like a Bumblebee version. Pretty cool though. Looks really good in the yellow. And the paint makes the taillights look lensed on that one. It's the only one that had the reflective paint on the taillights. And it really makes it look like a lensed taillight. We have a 2013 Chrysler 300 in brown. And then we have it in silver. These are all the same car. Chrysler 300. A 2013 roughly. And then my favorite is black. Next we have a Lincoln. What year is this? 72 maybe? Just guessing. 65. I was way off. 65. Awesome, awesome Lincoln. The suicide doors on the back. If I ever had a chance to own an old luxury car, this would definitely be it. Amazing. We have a New York taxi. Which I have two of, and the only difference I can find is the rims. One has silver centers, and this one doesn't. So that's the only difference between them two. I think one came with a diorama, because I bought a lot of dioramas that came with the New York taxi. I bought at least 2 or 3. But I don't mind having more than one, because on a diorama, if you would do it like a New York looking scene, I mean, there you go. You gotta have more than one New York taxi. I don't know what taxis look like in New York in 2020. I don't know what vehicle is real common. Next, we have a bunch of Dodge Chargers. 1970 Dodge Charger. This is probably my favorite version, the first one. It's just freaking awesome. I think it came out in the Hollywood series for maybe Supernatural. Just a very well done casting. Love collecting Greenlight. And then we have this one from like the Meekum car auction. It's an RT. And Greenlight will do the same year, but they'll do the RT and the TA version. So we'll take a look at them. Sometimes one will have a fin, one won't. There won't be much. Maybe the grill might be different. But they make all these castings so they can change a little bit here and there if they need to. And then I'm not sure what release this one came out in, but it's a very well done one. Amazing detail on these. And then we have this Plymouth Hemi Cuda. Doesn't have a year. This is a green post. And number 122. That's a really low number. And this one, it's the same exact paint as this one. Oh, really close. So, they look good together. Then we have this one variation, which I'm pretty sure is plum crazy purple or something. And this casting does have a opening hood that I guess be the shaker hood. Where the scoop comes through it. Then we got a 1970 Plymouth Hemi Cuda. But this one doesn't have the fin, and the front grill's different. Tail lights, they're different too. It appears to be the same casting. It's the same year car. I don't know what the difference is. Like I said, one might be a TA and one might be an RA. It just don't say on here. Because the base is universal. Sometimes they'll do a different body on the same base. And it will be the same tolling number because the tolling number is the base, the number on the base. So yeah, it just says Plymouth Hemi Cuda. Well, I think these ones say TA on them somewhere. No, they just say Hemi. Huh. Well, if anybody has more info, leave it down in the comments. Next, we got a couple Trans Ams. These two are identical, almost. There's slight differences. As you can see, the detail on this one slightly darker, but this one has a back window graphic saying Pontiac. Definitely like this variation better. Besides that, they're pretty much the same exact car. So I don't know what two releases are these are from. This one has a red pinstripe down here, then around the windows, everything. This one kind of has it around the windows, but that's it. Not like the back window or nothing. Different license plates, but not a whole lot of difference. Don't think I really need both of them. If I keep one of them, I'd probably keep this one because of it says Pontiac on the back window. Kind of like the detail like that on the plastic windows. So if I was going to keep one, that'd probably be the deciding factor. Besides that, they look like the same car. And then we have another variation of it. Well, this is the Trans Am, I think. These ones were the Firebird. The hood scoop's different. The fin's different. Oh, there's a lot of differences. It's a different car entirely. Whole front end's different. That's a green post. And it's a 83 Firebird. What is this? A 79 Trans Am. Alright. Wow. In 5 years, a whole lot different. I really like this. I love the flat black on it. The flames look really good. I could picture somebody with a mullet driving this. You got white letter tires. You don't see that a whole lot with Greenlight, white letter tires. Then we got the Smokey and the Bandit, which is just a beautiful car. I mean, that's without a doubt my favorite Trans Am ever. Black with the bronze wheels and the gold trim. I mean, that's so iconic. How can you not absolutely love that car? And not just because of the movie. Even if it wasn't because of the movie, I mean, just look at it. It looks like a showpiece. The gold trim, black. But the movie really made it iconic. And we got another 83 Trans Am in white, which looks really good in white. And we got an 89 Firebird coming up next. And it's completely different than this one. That's weird. There's a huge transition here. I'll show you here in a minute. This is 89, it's the newest. So now they're lined up by year. And if you look at the hood and the fins, that's what changes. Them three are identical. Then this one is identical to these ones, but the hood on it is the same as the hood on this one. But you can't really see the hood scoop on this one, but it does have the same hood scoop as this one. Completely different front end and rear end. So that must have been their transition. That one has the same fin and the same front end as the 89. And it's an 83. These are 79s. So You can see the transition right there, and it's funny. I wonder almost, that hood seems almost like a mistake. Why does it have the Trans Am hood on it when it's a 79 body? Oh, it's an 81. So it is an 81. That's an 83. Right there's a transition. Crazy. So yeah, 1 year difference. Next, we got a really awesome Ford Crown Vic 2008. And this is like a really dark navy blue. I know it's going to probably come up as black. But it's a really dark navy blue. Missing the door trim there. That was so they could put a police logo on it. CSI New York on the license plate. So obviously a Hollywood release. Now we got some pretty rare Ford Mustangs. This is a 89 Ford Mustang. RL tooling number 30. So a very, very early Greenlight tooling. Lensed headlights, lens tail lights. I got a Johnny Lightning one here. Go ahead and show it. Actually, Johnny Lightning got pretty nice looking rims. Besides that, the Greenlight Fox body blows it away. Greenlight's on the left. Johnny Lightning's on the right. So the Greenlights are all pretty hard to come by, except for there's a whole bunch of new releases that are a lot easier. But the older releases of it are pretty hard to come by. Not sure what release that is. Country Roads, maybe. Another Greenlight. Not sure what release. But I remember somebody in high school having one. An 89 looked identical to this. Or it might have been like a 92. I'm not sure. And then the other Johnny Lightning. I have two. They look pretty good with the T-tops. The T-tops, these are definitely an older one. They're playing Manus there. 5/9/2018. It doesn't say what year Mustang. Huh. I'd have to say these are from the mid-80s. 87 maybe. 84, 89. No, not 89. That's too late. 84. I don't know. If anybody knows, let me know down in the comments. I got a couple Greenlight station wagon. Really good in gray. This is like a gunmetal gray. Probably appear in black on the video. And this variation looks really good. The wood paneling. And we have a 2010 Ford Shelby GT500, which is a casting they knocked out of the park. Between the hood, the lensed headlights, the rims. I mean, Greenlight nailed this casting. Lens tail lights with painted detail. They really went all out with this one. When they want to, they can really nail a casting. And they do the majority of the time they do. It's not very often they get a casting wrong. They've been doing it more often though. I just wish they would correct their lens headlight issue. We got a couple older Mustangs. 69 Ford Mustang. And this one might have came with a racing truck, ramp truck. I know it came with a ramp truck, so really awesome race car. Then we got probably my favorite. Look at that. Number 17. Green Post 69 Ford Mustang. I really like this casting. It's a Boss 426, I think. Awesome. And then what year is this one? 76? Oh, if that's a 76, this has to be from the early 80s. Don't see these Mustangs very often at all. They always made a ton of Mustangs. I don't know if this year they didn't make a ton of, but I mean, you do not see these very often. If you put a big old motor V8 under the front of that, this would be a pretty sweet little car, you think. And the last one I'm going to share with you today is this 1970 Plymouth GTX. And we didn't even get through the whole first row. So, but we looked at a ton of Greenlight, some really awesome ones. The next one, I'll show all them Jeeps. And then we'll get into the next row. So, thanks for watching. Please like. Make sure to leave comments. And don't forget to subscribe. Have a great one.